All right, folks, let's take a look at that tax return for the Herding family. Okay, so we have that information up here. We just took a look at it, identified where everything goes. Okay, so let's start out here with the 1040. Okay, so we put Jason's name and his wife's name in here, where they live in Alabama. Now remember, okay, they don't have any digital assets. They're married filing jointly. Okay. Anyway, here's their two kids, and notice the child tax credit is clicked right here. Okay. Now this income, this is what's her name? Let's see, Vicky. This is Vicky's income right here. Okay, and then that comes down. There's no other income in the next items. Comes down to here. Then we have their taxable interest and their ordinary dividends. Now remember, they're less than $1,500, so we don't need a Schedule B. Okay. Now the next thing we do is we need to go over to those other schedules. Okay, so let's take a look. So Schedule C, let's start with that one. Okay, because that's going to lead us to a lot of items. So again, this is Jason's business. It's landscaping, his social security number. They gave you, he made 153. Now all of those assets that he bought, the truck and those other things, there's that section 179, right? So remember, we're going to have to fill out the 4562. There's the taxes that he had, the other expenses, okay? So when it all comes down to it, here's the wages. What all comes, his tentative profit here was $62,000, right? Let's see what else here. So again, notice it goes Schedule 1, Form 1040, line 3. Okay, there it is, 62,798. And we have to put it on Schedule SE for the self-employment income. Okay, so let's go over to Schedule 1 first. Okay, there's the 62,798 that came from the Schedule C. You remember that tax return? They had itemized their deductions the year before, and so they said it was taxable to them. So when you get a refund on a state income tax, so you paid your state income tax and you use that as part of your itemized deduction, and then they give you a refund, well, now it becomes income again. That's that 423 right here. Okay. All right, we'll come back to this self-employment in just a minute. So, all right, so there we got that part of Schedule 1. Okay. Let's go over to Schedule SE. This is the self-employment part. Come over to Schedule SE. Again, Jason's information. There's the number from Schedule SE. We multiply by 92.35% to get this number, right? Again, we're comparing it to 160,200, so we're well below that. Okay, and at the end of the day here, it says enter the smaller of 6 or 9, 6 or 9, and multiply that by 12.4%. There you go. Take the same number, multiply it by 2.9%. There you go. So put that on Schedule 2, Form 1040, right? And it goes on Schedule 1, Form 1040, line 15 for 4437. That's going to be the deduction, and this is going to be the self-employment tax. So this is going to go on Schedule 2, and this is going to go on Schedule 1. So let's go over here and look at Schedule 2. There's Schedule 2. There's our other taxes, 8873. That's our additional taxes. That's the full amount. We go over here to Schedule 1, and we go over here to Schedule 1, and here's us getting a deduction for half of it. All right, so let's see. What else we made? So we got Schedule 1, Schedule 2, Schedule C, Schedule SE. Okay, let's do the 4562. Again, $1,001,600. We're way below that. We got 44,995, right? And again, it says business income limitation. You see this 107,793? That's the income that he got, not including this deduction. So if you take the 62,000 and change that he made, add this 44,995, that's where this number comes from. And that's the limitation. You can't take any more than that because that's the total amount that he made without this deduction. Okay, so if you didn't have a Section 179 deduction at all. All right, so it says here's the 44,995. All right, by the way, like this would be for any other items that he had if if he was doing regular depreciation on other items. Okay, and it says here add them together, and there's your 44,995. Okay, Also, we have Form 8995. That's the qualified business income deduction. Okay, this qualified business income that came from the Schedule SE, right? Multiply that by 20%, and then again you're comparing that to you're adding back qualified business, the amount of qualified business income. This right here, this actually comes from your 1040. This is all the income before that, and notice we're below it. So the qualified business income is the full amount. So the most he could get, most they could have gotten was this, right? Total amount of income, and there's the amount, 1162. The other item, and this one we hadn't seen before, Schedule 8812. Schedule 8812, that's for the child tax credit. So you click 8812. It asks for enter line 11 of your tax return, 1040, 153. Let's see, what is line? I'm sure it's the AGI. Let's see. It's almost always the AGI. 11. Yep, it's the AGI, right? Adjusted gross income. So again, that's because there's a limitation deal, and it's always based upon AGI. Number of children, they had 2, so it's 2,000 each for 4,000. The limitation, married filing jointly, is 400,000. So they don't have any problem there, and so you got this number 4,000. Now there's a credit limit worksheet, and see this number right here? We got to go over to the worksheet, and again, the software figures this out, but it says enter the line 18 on your 1040. So whatever that line is, so let's go see what is line 18 on our 1040. Line 18, where are you? Oh, it's on the next side. Line 18, this is the tax. So in other words, that's how much tax that they owe, and that's the limit, okay? All right, so that's where it came over, that's where they got that from. All right, so this is the amount of tax they owe. They got the child tax credit here, right? So that leaves them with $11,681. Then we have to add in that self-employment tax. So they owed $20,554. Now, they paid in $22,000 worth. Well, actually, all right. So the wife paid in the $22,000 because this came, see where it says Form W-2? This is, I can't remember her name. What's her name? Vicky. Vicky, $22,000 from Vicky, $10,000 from Jason. So they put in a total of $32,000. So check it out, man. They are going to get $11,446 back. And I bet they're going to be happy. All right, folks, I hope you find that helpful. Like, to me, and I'll be honest with you, like to do this, scrolling up and down, this would make me nuts. If I had to do these problems, I'd do just what I did to you. I went, copied it like this, put it on a sheet of paper, printed it out. There'd be no way. This would drive me crazy. But anyway, folks, there you go. I hope you find that helpful. I hope you get that Tax Act professional software put in. And what we're going to do is I'm going to create a couple more videos. And I'm going to go, well, first, I'm going to ask you to try to do these first two in that software. That's what we're going to be doing next week. And I'm going to have you do a couple other ones, and I'm going to walk you through one of them, right? Show you how everything works and walk you through one of them, okay? Those videos will be up soon as I get a chance to take a look at the software. All right, folks. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.